episode of Marketing Minutes with me, Melanie, where we explain marketing concepts in under 10 minutes. And today we're talking about the Net Promoter Score, or short NPS. What is the Net Promoter Score? The Net Promoter Score is a very easy way to measure how happy your customers are with your brand and how likely they are to refer it. And all of this is done by asking one simple question, which is, how likely are you to refer our product or brand to a friend or colleague? I know. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Respondents can then answer on a scale of 1 to 10 and are grouped into 3 different groups. Anyone who answers 9 to 10 is a promoter, loves your brand, definitely telling their friends about it. Anyone who answers 7 to 8 is okay with your brand, but it's not going to go rave about it, and if something better comes along, they're probably going to buy that. And then you have everyone else who answered 0 to 6, your detractors. These are people who are not happy with your brand, and they might even hurt you with negative word of mouth. To calculate your NPS, you then subtract the percentage of detractors from your percentage of promoters, and you end up with a score between minus 100 and plus 100. Plus 100 obviously being best case scenario, minus 100, not sure how you're still in business. That being said, how do you really understand if your NPS score is good or bad if it goes between minus 100 and plus 100? NPS scores can be totally different depending on industry. For example, the auto dealership industry has NPS scores somewhere between 20 to 39, while the internet service provider industry ranges between minus 16 to plus 19. As you can see, the differences are huge, and that's because everyone hates their internet service provider. No joke, for real. In industries where the tolerance for errors is very, very low, for example, the internet service provider industry, where we all know we lose our when our Wi-Fi goes out, the NPS score is usually a little bit lower. Now think about other industries, like for example, department stores where you go to purchase things and feel great about yourself and forget all about your ex-boyfriend. Well, those usually range a lot higher. The NPS score can also be vastly different depending on geographic regions. Studies have found that the US, for example, is more likely to vote extremely, so either 9 or 10, or worst case scenario 0 and 1. While in Europe, people are much more conservative, not just in the way they vote, but in general, and are more likely to vote somewhere in the middle, just like the Japanese, who do not like to over or underrate businesses. Does that not sound very Japanese? Yes, it does. So how do you use the NPS score? Well, one, you compare it within your industry, and you make sure that the companies you're benchmarking with conducted the tests in a similar fashion in a similar industry, or actually in the same industry. 2, the way I love to use the NPS score is to compare the previous NPS score to new NPS scores. So basically, I'm just comparing my brand's old NPS score to the new NPS score to see if there's a positive trend and if my marketing measures are actually having a positive effect on how happy customers are and how likely they are to refer my brand or my business. Finally, what I want to say is look beyond the number. When I work with clients, I really like to ask them, well, what drives this number? What makes your customers happy? What created a positive trend, or what created this negative trend, or why is the number so negative? Definitely use customer interviews. I know I love to talk about customer interviews, but I think it's a great way, surveys, to understand your customer and find out what really drives the NPS score, what drives the number. That's it for today, and I hope to see you next time. Oh yeah, P.S. don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you want to subscribe. I'd love to see your beautiful face, and I hope you like to see mine too. Okay, bye.